Hello and welcome back to Plan B. I'm Sherry.
And I'm Connie. In our last video, we told the story of escaping abuse and addiction.
Today we're talking about something more positive, and it's basically just sharing with you what we do during this pandemic COVID-19 stuff to work on our recovery.
And we'll be sharing some ideas with you for how you can stay connected and active in your recovery at this time as well. So Mom, why don't you go first and tell everyone what you do to work on your recovery. And
first thing you said when you say work on your recovery, I remember the first time somebody mentioned to me about I need to work on my recovery, and I remember thinking, I'm not an addict. What are you talking? But then when I learned and remembered that addiction is a family disease, and yeah, I've got to work on my stuff too and recover. So I got it. What I do, there's several things I do. One is I stay connected. I work hard at staying connected. I reach out to a minimum of one person a day. And sometimes it's somebody that I know that needs the connection, and then other times it's I need it. So I'm very purposeful about that. I'm careful about what I feed my mind. And by careful, I mean I'm actually intentional about what I feed my mind, what I listen to, what I watch, what I read. I listen to a lot of podcasts that are motivational, inspirational, educational, things like that keep me in a really good headspace, keep me growing and learning and reaching and not become stagnant and complacent. I also talk to my sponsor once a week. That's really important to me. I can't attend 12-step recovery meetings, but we are doing those on Zoom. So I get to somewhat attend and still stay connected with those in recovery. I also am, it is important to me that I have a structure. And one of the things I do each morning is I read and I write. I do a daily reading in my 12-step recovery program. That's really important to me to do that every day. Again, it's little things like that kind of just continue to keep you in this good headspace. Remember where I am. I'm in recovery. The world is weird right now. I can't do my normal thing, but this is important enough that I have to prioritize it. I journal also. And another thing I do is I try to stay active. I'm not a gym rat. I don't like to do that, but I do stay active. I'm not a couch potato either. So that's kind of it. I mean, I may think of something else, but Next.
I don't do a lot of things super differently than I was doing them before. It doesn't really feel like I spend all day every day like focused on my recovery. It's the little things, the structure and the habits I've built over time that are really important right now, especially, but a lot of them I already had in place. These are the things that keeps my recovery active and keeps me in a good place. One of those is connection. That's one of the most important things. Like you were talking about, reaching out to people to check on them. Knowing my friends are okay, the people I reach out and check on, knowing they're okay helps me a lot. That's part of my recovery, is checking in on people. And then my friends that I talk to, and they're there for me also. Like just staying connected with people and checking up on people. We hear this time being called social distancing, and I don't like that term. I've heard a couple people call it physical distancing, and I like that a lot better because, yes, we have to stay physically distant right now, but we need to be socially connected more than ever. So physically distance, but socially connect, because it's really important. So I've been making sure I stay connected. Part of that is I still see my therapist every week. We do over the phone now. But therapy has been a really important part of my recovery since day one. It's a huge part of my recovery. So continuing that right now is also really important. My 12-step meetings that I attend also has online, on Zoom, FaceTime meetings right now. I've found to be more helpful for me is the little in-house meetings we do here. Me and my partner read from the literature and we discuss it, and then we kind of just talk about where we're at in our recovery and how we're feeling recovery related specifically. So we do talk about that intentionally. Me and my partner also get together with my mom and dad, and we do some stuff, the four of us, because our 12-step stuff overlaps a lot, so it's great.
It works well.
It works well, and staying connected and recovery focused in our home is being very intentional. and mindful of being active in recovery. For my mental health and my general well-being, it's very important for me to also be mindful of what I'm absorbing. So it's important for me to limit my news watching time and my Facebook time. The negativity and all the conflicting information and just pouring in of so much stuff. And people are on Facebook now more than usual, so it's just constant stream of negativity on Facebook and the news. That type of stuff can really get to me. So I have to be careful to limit my time on Facebook as well as limiting how much I watch the news. I watch the news because I like to stay informed and kind of know what's going on in the world, but I can't just watch the news all day, every day, because it'll get me in a really bad place. Out of all of that, other than connection, probably the most important part of staying in a good place and active in my recovery is structure for me. I also journal. My structure begins with I start out every morning journaling with intention to start my day with a positive intention. So my journaling personally right now, my morning looks like what I'm looking forward to today, and then I write what I'm looking forward to that day to just start my day off on a positive note with a very specific intention of this is what I'm going to do today. It's really important for me to not just lay around all day. So getting some physical activity, even if, like you said, it's not working out, but not just laying around watching TV all day, because I would get so burnt out so fast, first of all. But creating some structure in my day and doing things, whether it's cleaning or cooking or just being outside, it breaks up my day, makes the days pass faster, and it feels way more normal. It feels way less pandemic isolating in my home. It feels way less like that. Where if I'm just watching TV all day, every day, things feel really different and not good.
I think it's been important, too, that we maintain a regular schedule as far as we still eat breakfast
meals
at the same time, dinner. We eat our meals at the same time. Yeah.
We cook together a lot of times, or we trade off on meals, and that's something we both really enjoy, and we've enjoyed cooking together.
Yeah. I think we've realized that I've always enjoyed cooking, but it's actually kind of therapeutic, too.
It is. It's a creative thing, too.
Yeah,
it's a form of creativity.
Is. Yeah, and how can we get another meal, do another meal without going to the grocery store?
Right. But the eating the meals at the same time as we normally would, that's really important for everyone, I think, here to maintain a normal structure. Also, sleep schedule. Don't stay up all night and sleep all day. That will make this pandemic feel so much more weird and different than it has to. So maintaining a pretty normal sleep schedule, normal eating schedule, that helps maintain a normalcy that isn't otherwise there.
Right.
And then I think for both of us, it's really important for us to be outside. I know for me with the depression stuff I struggle with, getting outside, getting some sunlight is really helpful for me. And that also I'm getting physical activity, getting some exercise, but being connected with the earth and feeling the sun, it just does amazing things for me. So we've been working in the garden together some. She does that all the time.
We've shoveled a lot of compost together.
Shoveled a lot of compost together. So if you're looking for some ideas on what you can do to stay okay during this pandemic, especially if you're isolating at home, if you're struggling with this, not being able to go places and see people, first remember the outside isn't closed. You're not locked in your home. Even if you live in town, you can go outside, get some sun, move around, take a walk. You can do all of that no matter what's closed. To help your day feel normal, what was your schedule before you went to work every morning? Did you get up, do your hair, do your makeup, whatever you do in the morning, shave? If that's your normal morning routine before work, get up and do that routine now. It'll start your day off like it normally would, and you're awake and ready to go and do things. It'll help you not get back in bed and just spend all day in bed. So starting off your day with your normal morning routine can create a little more normalcy. Don't sleep all day, just lay around all day. Try to break up your day and do some things.
And I would add to that, get dressed.
Yeah, getting dressed definitely part of that.
It affects my mental one. Every once in a while I think, it's just a cozy day, I want to stay in my PJs.
Yeah. If I stay in like a t-shirt and sweatpants all day, I don't do anything that day. I want to just lay around. If I get up, get dressed, put some real clothes on and shoes on other than just my slippers, if I get up and get dressed, I'm more likely to have a productive day, get more stuff done. Same with my makeup.
And just feel better about yourself.
I feel better, feel more alert throughout the day. I'm not as sleepy all day. It really helps me. If you're struggling with depression or overwhelm or just stress about the general state of the world, limit your news exposure a little bit. It can get really overwhelming. There's a lot of information. It's kind of all about the same stuff right now. If you can just cut back your news exposure a little bit while keeping in touch with what's going on in the world, but just take a step back. Facebook too, because it can get really negative. Just take a step back from it all. Read a book, listen to a podcast, something other than news or Facebook. Take a break from it if you're feeling really overwhelmed or freaked out or angry or stressed about kind of just the general state of things right now.
Yeah.
One more thing, if you're in any kind of recovery, whatever support group or 12-step groups you're a part of, go to the website for your local area and they will have the links for Zoom meetings and you can join the online meetings to stay connected.
So remember, this is a physical distancing and it doesn't have to be social distancing, but we have to be more intentional about connecting socially. So do what you need to do to connect. Pick up the phone, send a text, make a phone call, reach out, stay connected.
And stay safe. Thanks for watching to the end. We hope you find this helpful. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you're doing during this time to help you stay sane, stay connected to others, and stay active in your recovery or actively working on yourself.
Make sure you subscribe so you see all of our content. Give us a thumbs up and then share this with anyone that you know that might benefit.
So that's all today.
See you next time.
And don't forget to hug your mom.